Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Let's get it.
Yo, this is about to really hurt some people's feelings. So if you a little sensitive, you might as well turn this joint off right now. Okay? How you afraid to drop a dime when you already dropped a dime? Got a wife at home, but you steady on my line. Talking about shorty, you remember when I grind slow? Did I really blow your mind though? Nah, you got me confused with your other booze. I've been peep game, so I never gave a cookie up. And that's why I got your wife on the line, man. And I hope she gets every single diamond ring. Niggas kill me, they put their fist up. Got you all thinking that they meant other people. All on the stage like they motivational speakers, when really they just A1 creepers. You pushing 40 with an 18-year-old shorty. Oh, you think you lit cause you ride around with all the hot sisters and fly mama. See,
I should be over there. That's dope.
I see how you lit up when it showed.
Yo, that's dope. That's so dope.
I love it, and because I think he's watching. Morgan, my son-in-law, does those, and he had adjusted it to all your Instagram information. So he was like, everything was like accurate. So he likes to tune in to see the responses, everybody's responses on their stuff. So yeah.
I'm about to change mine up then. Shit.
That was dope. I'm like, I gotta do some more work.
Gotta get in a damn gym or some shit and like.
Right.
That was you already look like
actually funny story. I was in the gym yesterday, right, and I'm sitting there working out, and I'll keep hearing these clicks. I'm like, what the hell going on? It's a dude next to me, him and his homeboy. I guess they doing a photo shoot, and like when I tell you, this dude has so much goddamn baby oil on him, and he look like a goddamn chicken leg that just came out the grease. I was like,
not baby oil.
Man, I'm so glossy. I was like, okay, you chromed out today. All right.
Oh wow. All right. Well, hello everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. We have, of course, a new episode for y'all of TK's Chronicles of a Black Sheep podcast. I am the awesome host of TK.
Yes, you are awesome. Yes, ma'am.
Don't hype her ass up. Don't do that.
Hello, she is awesome. Hello.
A boss lady. That's what I'm talking about. Do you see how they act though?
What? Ain't that right?
I am
TK. I got you. I know.
I have my hater co-host on tonight. Nico Peaks and EW over there.
He said, "Lil, damn."
Hey, Derek.
In the same sentence.
Good job.
Little and hater.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing little about me, so yeah.
You know what? I'm not even gonna comment. I'm gonna just let her have that one while she wanna go there talk about the haters. Okay. The sweet, the innocent Nika Pinks, for y'all that don't know.
You know tomorrow's Sunday, right? And it's less.
Well, it's Sunday here. It's Sunday here, so that lightning bolt coming that way. It's gonna take a minute.
Keep it going.
Okay. So tonight, of course, as y'all see, we are already on one. We have Mr. Neil in the building.
What's
Neil
doing?
Yes, Neil is becoming definitely a crowd favorite. He's been with us on a few episodes, cutting up, acting up in rare form. And of course, no other. I'm definitely calling her a repeat offender because she cut up the last time she was so But my collaborator sis, boss lady, is in the building tonight. Yeah, so we gonna go ahead and did you just do the fight the power?
What you want me to do? Like, what you want me to do?
Do your thing like you used to do your.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
your
the head back
is that big, you got to do that extension. You got.
Yeah, when you have to receive the hairline, you got to bring it back. You got to bring it back like this.
See.
How about
I just looked at your Instagram page, so I'm gonna greet you like you know, like, "What's up, girl? How you doing?"
Oh man, that's what's up. Yes, that's what's up. So tonight's episode is cheating in the next room.
How you cheat in the next room? Ain't that swinging?
No, not really.
Is that swinging?
You said cheating in the next room. Like
I got a story about swingers if we have time.
Hey, we do. We just started, so we can go into that.
Because Neil always got a story though, for real. He always.
I'm serious. I got a story that's going it'll blow your mind straight up.
It's not gonna blow my mind, I promise you.
You let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I mean, let me know when you're
ready.
Ready.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Here's the story.
All right.
So I was coaching my son's basketball team. He was 8 years old, and when they're that young, you do boys and girls together. And so this one couple had brought their daughter. She wanted her to do something. They wanted to do something. It was a black couple. In the military, oftentimes the black people kind of congregate because they want to feel like they have like a common enemy or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
So anyway,
is that a common enemy?
So this one,
wow.
Yeah. So the lady starts talking to Tiffany, and I start talking to the husband. Boom, just chopping it up, whatever. And so it got to the point where we were winning games, and they were like, "Wow, coach, you really got these kids doing their thing." And so they invited my son Christian at the time to her birthday party. And while at the birthday party, I couldn't come because I think I had staff duty or something like that, right? And that's an all-night duty. I'm sorry. And so my wife is at the party, and she's like, "You know what, Tiffany? We really like y'all. Like, maybe we can like plan to go on vacation or something like that together. Like, wow, that's really kind of forward. But hey, why not?" So Tiffany, she started listing out all the places that they go on vacation. And then all of a sudden the vibe changed. It was like this. It was a very interesting vibe. The husband kept looking at my wife like, like I wasn't there, but I was okay. And the wife just kept on like, it was a vibe, right? And so Tiffany's like, where all have you been on vacation? So she listed all these places they had been on vacation. But the vibe was just like, no, there's something fishy going on here. And so I had felt that vibe all along. And I said, honey, I think these folks are swingers. And she said, nah, Neil, that ain't swingers. I said, I'm telling you, I just got this vibe from them. So Tiffany comes back from the party, and she had this list of places that they had gone on vacation. Lo and behold, every place they went on vacation and coming with the year was a swingers conference.
Oh, y'all was fit to get recruited and booted.
Right.
Yo, they were trying to bring us into swinging fold. And so I said to Tiffany, I said, look, I don't share. We cut this off right now.
That part.
I swear they were trying to get us in every place they had gone on vacation. Like year was like 2007. Yeah, we went to this place, swingers convention, and then in 2008 we went to Jamaica, swingers convention. They were trying to get us in, y'all. It was crazy.
You don't know that. It's probably just a coincidence. That's what it was.
That wasn't a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that him and his wife kept going, they was liking it.
Mm.
Well,
so don't tell nobody. They wanted you to figure it out for yourself.
Well, we figured it out.
That part.
At least y'all figured it out before the trip, not on the trip.
Because that might have been a little awkward.
Truth be told, sis, they went on a trip. They went on a trip.
Yeah, they was gonna.
I seen them.
You know what? Because you in South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Like you in long distance, you kind of bold in your statement there. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I could be bold because I seen them. I was there.
Oh.
I bought a friend that bought a friend. I bought a friend that bought a friend, and we was there. We seen you and your wife. I got pictures. You want pictures?
Wow.
I can pull it up.
They're like, we see.
Look, she said I got
receipts.
I got receipts. You want the receipts?
Wow.
Look, to all you on Boss Lady's IG Live, she a liar. Okay, stone cold lie.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow! Yes. So, since we own this, of course, topic, to you, what do you consider cheating? Because we can go the definition route. So, definition-wise, cheating is to break a promise made to someone, such as one's wife or husband, by having sex with someone else.
I disagree.
That's one way.
Well,
I disagree.
I concur.
I say that I almost disagree a little bit because I also believe that you can cheat emotionally.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So since we're gonna say that, so which one is worse?
Yeah. I mean, since we grown and you got a rated PG-13 on your podcast, you know what I'm saying? But on the real, like real talk, when me and my wife were first married, we were stationed in North Carolina. Like I just recently found out, I want to say maybe 8-9 months ago, that my wife had an emotional affair.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was chatting with this dude in a chat room, and they were like, exchanging. It wasn't pleasant. She's like, "You're cute" or this, but they were conversing with each other because. And here's the part where I say I got the keys to the kingdom. I wasn't meeting that need, and so she looked for it elsewhere, and found it, and so I think it lasted maybe 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks.
To your knowledge.
And then well, I mean, and my wife is not. She's not one that's gonna like. We have the kind of relationship where we're willing to tell each other everything, and like the transparency has always been like a number one vibe for us, especially now that we're so senior in the game. Like we're married 22 years, be 23 years in November. So we really try to just keep it all the way a buck. And so if Tiffany, if it lasted longer than 4 weeks, I doubt it. Like she wouldn't lie to me about that because she really didn't want to tell me she had the emotional affair in the first place. But she did that because I wasn't meeting that need. My wife has a need for quality time, and I was like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All I was doing was playing my Xbox or going to run ball with the fellas.
Them damn games, boy. That's a whole nother level of cheating.
What?
That ain't cheating. That's a release. That's like, and that's an escape.
No, that's
my
relationship.
That's my. If everybody asks me, like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Well, I kind of have a relationship with Xbox." I'm sorry. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer all day.
That's a relationship right there.
It is. It really is.
A gamer, being a gamer, you're in a relationship with whatever system you play.
It really is. If you're a gamer, you are.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess I wasn't all blown like have a gamer tag and all of that. I just like playing it. Like Duriel said, to release. You know what I'm saying? I was stressed and I just use it as a release. But instead of giving my wife what she needed, she looked, like I said, she was in the chat room, talking to some dude. You know what I'm saying? And she's the one that realized it was wrong for her to do that, and she ended it. Like I said, but it was like that's in my opinion, a lot of cheating happens because people are not meeting the other person's needs. And
right.
There you go. There's the light bulb.
I don't know.
I
mean, it could be, and it could be that, and it could be something different.
What you mean by different? What's different?
Like I know for a fact I was going all out, balls to the wall, as you call it. You know what I'm saying? I was giving everything that I can give, but at the same time, so for me and my ex-husband, every year I introduced a new female to him, but we had the same female from the year before. So every year that we was married, we included another female. So we got up to like 7 or 8 females, right?
Wait the fuck a minute.
That shit in there.
Wait. Let me explain. So we did that. I wanted to make sure that he didn't have to leave the house and he didn't have to go elsewhere and do whatever with whomever, because I was providing everything he needed. You want a redhead? You got a redhead. You want a blonde? You got a blonde. You want a brunette? You got a brunette. You want a Spanish girl? I'm mixed, all the way through and through. But at the same time, I gave him everything that I thought that he would want and needed, so he wouldn't have to go anywhere else. It got to a point where he said himself, this is cool and stuff, but I'm the man in the relationship. I should be able to choose. What? Wait, what? I'm giving you what most people don't get. I'm providing you an extra little oomph to our relationship. And then you want to sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm the man in the relationship, so I should be able to choose who comes to. You're doing too much. So I allowed certain things, but at the same time, like, he was on some, I'm man type. Okay, be man by yourself. I'm out. And I left.
Okay, because I'm gonna go and raise my finger because I got a church question. So so you start off as you and him, then the year hits, you bring another female, and the year and following after every year a female is added until y'all got to 7. So is this a whole out orgy, or is it still you, him, and then whatever select person he wanted at the time?
He didn't want anybody. I chose them because I used to dance back in the day. I was in love with a stripper. Anyways, I was a dancer back in the day. So I knew people. And then my thing was everybody got tested. Everybody we went through the whole thing. Like, okay, you got tested, and then when you got tested, you can't have sex with nobody else in within 30 days. It was like the 30 days before his birthday or whatever. So that way we knew that everybody was good. Everybody came over. It was like it was an event. It was a cycle, but it got to a point where he felt that he was not in control of our relationship because he was not picking the females. And I was just flabbergasted. What's the word?
Flabbergasted.
There you go. That word. So I was like, wait, I'm bringing all these hoes to our bed.
But listen. Hold on. Pause. Say that statement, that sentence you just said.
Wait, not hoes. I'm bringing.
No. Go back to the beginning of what you said. You said, I am bringing all this. I. You don't.
Yeah.
Do you know if that's what he wanted or not?
Say it, Darrell. Say it.
Because, like, from what you just said, to me, listening to it, that's not what he wanted.
He did not.
And for him, because think about it. Any man. Yeah. Any man in that situation that wants that would not say a motherfucking word. My wife is going and bringing another chick here, and that's what I like. Yeah. He won't say a motherfucking word. Now the thing could have been is
I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna piggyback on what you said, and here's the reality: you really didn't meet his need. That's not what he needed. I'm gonna just keep it real. Like for whatever reason you decided to do that. That's whatever your mind frame was, but that wasn't what he needed. He told you what he needed. He needed to be in control. Now let's keep it a buck here. When it comes to cheating and not meeting a need, what a lot of people don't say is that like people cheat when their needs aren't being met. That's not to say that the needs that they have are good, or that needs that they have are good for a relationship. But the reality is that a lot of people cheat because they're not meeting a need. And the reality is that you are not meeting your husband's need. He needed to be in control. That's not a good need to have, but that's the need that he wanted. So for you to just bring him in, I'm a keep it real. Like, if anybody said to me, "Yo, I'm bringing this chick for you and me to have," and blah blah blah, and you're not giving me the choice. Now, granted, I might break her back out and enjoy, but in the back of my mind, like, you didn't give me the choice, you know? And like, nah. Yeah. And after a while, that's gonna wear thin. It's like, who do you think you are telling me what I should have? And that's why he's like, nah, I want to choose, because the need that he wanted was to be in control.
So that's where the cheating part comes in. And so we're talking about cheating. So the cheating part was he wanted to go outside and pick his own woman. And I came home and he was with somebody else. So the cheating part came in because he wanted to be in control of, well, yeah, we're doing this thing and we're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves. However, I want to be the man of the relationship and do me. And if you're allowing this, I'm going to pick and I'm going to choose who's going to be in the relationship and who I'm having sex with. And I was like, that's not fair. Like, I want to be in control of who's coming to the bedroom, because I'm controlling the whole aspect of getting tested, this, that, and the other. You want to just go out there and be random, like most men do, and you don't know what you're bringing back home. But I'm doing the whole process. You know what I'm saying? So I'm allowing you to have sex with somebody else, but at the same time, I'm making sure everybody's safe. But you're going to go out there and have sex with whomever and not know what you're bringing back home. So that's where it came to the cheating part, is because he wanted to go out there and have sex with multiple people outside our relationship and not bring it, and then do whatever he wanted to do and bring whatever home. And that's where it came to a problem.
So, okay. So saying that, he didn't think that through. I can tell you that right now. He didn't think that through. Because if with that aspect of it, it kind of does take the thrill away from it. Like, but at the same time, like you said, you got to think of what you bring at home. So, yeah, I can see that.
Hold on. First off, okay, I got two questions, and I need to divide them. Okay, you said you came home and he had somebody. Was that like he had somebody? You like walked in, like the
10 toes up.
Yeah, like the Isley brothers. You, who the hell is in my home? Like, you walked in and opened the door and she was there, and it wasn't like that. Okay, amen. Because I was going through how much we go bail.
I'm not in jail, so yeah.
Exactly. That's why I say I was going.
But hold on, wait. Because now I got questions. So
how you gonna have a question in the middle of my question? Go ahead. I got a question for you. Okay,
go ahead.
Because you made the comment about off of what she said, and you said that wasn't it. That, like, it took the thrill or whatever. Like, what is that? What is the thrill? Is the, like, yeah? Explain the thrill.
Being in control.
So not only being in control, it's like not only being in control, but you gotta. Some people cheat because of the thrill of the hunt. Men and women both. They cheat because of the thrill of the hunt. They're stroking their ego to feel like they still got it. Like, it don't matter, man, woman, transvestite, transgender, transformer, whatever. They do it because they want to feel like they still got it.
He said transformer.
And that's feeling. That's feeling.
My look, right?
That's feeling a void.
Optimus Prime.
Oh,
like you.
Hey, they feeling a void in them.
I can't.
That's what it is. I mean, to me,
but you know what?
I look at it like this. Go ahead.
No, finish your point, please.
It's like yes, you're gonna have that percentage of people who cheat for the fuck of it because they want to cheat. Who cheat because they want to cheat.
Yeah. Let's talk about that part.
But then you have people who cheat because again it's something missing emotionally, sexually, companionship, whatever. Because cheating is not always about getting dick down. That may end up being the end result.
Right.
Because everything's lined up so perfectly.
Right.
And well, in some cases it is. I just want to blow your back out, get your rocks off, I get mine off, and you go about your business. But majority of the cheating comes from a lack in something. And the fucked up part about it is the person who's cheating has told the person they're cheating on what they're missing.
Right.
But folks get in their ego, folks get in their own head and like, nah, I'm doing this, this, and this, and this. This, and this, I'm providing this, blah, 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 blah. But you still not providing the one thing that the person say they need. You'll go down a whole motherfucking list, a whole grocery list about what you doing, but never talk about what they said they missing.
Right.
Like emotional cheating. Somebody having an emotional affair. They're saying, "Hey, I'm missing this part of my life." Hey, and it's not like they come out and say, "Hey, this is what you're not doing." It'll be more of, "Hey, baby, I think blah 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 blah," or "I think blah 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 blah." But we don't hear that. We hear, yeah, and then or same thing with a female, with a woman. I cook, I clean, I go to work, blah 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 blah. It's like, baby, I appreciate that, but this is what I need as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am gonna break into that. Neil, was BW had asked the question, we got off of it. When your wife came to you and told you about the side relationship that she was developing over that short time, how did that make you feel?
Oh, I was pissed. I was very angry. And a lot of that anger stemmed from the fact that like I just didn't expect that. You know, it was like that it just kind of came out of nowhere. But now let me just keep it. I'll just keep it real. If my wife had told me she had let somebody slide in, I'd have been a single guy on this call. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it real. I would not. I've told Tiffany this, and she's told me this, that you know, if we were to be physical with anybody else outside of our relationship, we probably would not be together. So that's just real. But when she told me about the emotional piece of it, and the emotional part of it was kind of us as we were talking about things that we had mistakes that we had made in our past. We were talking about that, and so I had to do a self-assessment. And I'll be honest with you, this was year 4 of our marriage, and I was not meeting my wife. My wife has a need for quality time. That's her love language, to be honest with you. And I was not meeting that need. I was not. I felt like it was like I didn't consider it important. I didn't consider it to be, you know, and like it isn't something that she wants. It's something that she needs, and that's a big thing that a lot of relationships don't understand. That, you know, and I've had this conversation with Tiffany, like, I don't want to be with you physically 2 or 3 times a week. I need it. I need that, you know, ejaculatory release. You know, I need that. I need the satisfaction.
That's a triple point Scrabble word right there.
You know? Yeah, it is, you know, because the J is worth 10 points. But you know, like I need that, and so a lot of couples, they get in a relationship like, oh, you just want to be with me because you're a dog and you're a horn dog. No, if he is saying that he needs this, he's probably being honest in that he needs it. So Tiffany needed quality time. I wasn't giving it to her, so she was getting quality time on these chats. I mean, it was just stupid stuff like, hey, how was your day? You know, wow, you have a son. He's, you know, whatever, you know, whatever the conversation was, she was getting a need met. And so my opinion is a lot of cheating, not all, but a lot of cheating is when their need is getting met. Subsequently, here we go. Subsequently,
how many points is that?
Yeah, I don't know, but if you're giving me something that I don't need, I'm what am I? You know, I'm not gonna be appreciative of that. Like, well, I clean the house, and I, you know, Darrell's like, well, I clean the house, and I just they have these arguments back and forth. I didn't ask you to clean the house. I asked you to blow me, or I asked you to, you know, get naked in the bedroom at 9 o'clock so we can get it in, or I asked you to spend time with me, look me dead in my eyeballs, and not look at your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's let's meet each other's needs, and then it won't be, you know, probably wouldn't be as much cheating.
You know what? I agree with you 100% because I'm not a dude, obviously, but I mean, I totally agree with that because that's where I venture off to. I do that myself because that's where I go to. I get the you know, how's your day? How are you doing? Oh, I haven't seen you in a while, or I missed you, or I get all those things from other people and not in my relationship. I provide it, you know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever it needs to be done in a relationship to make sure the relationship's a good relationship to my liking. And then I make sure I ask, like, what is it that you need? Because I want to make sure that I'm providing what my partner wants. You know what I'm saying? So I ask that. You know, being a counselor, a certified counselor, you know, I make sure I ask those questions like, well, what do you want? What are you looking for? What do you need? What, you know, so I make sure I provide all those things, but I'm not getting it in return. And I tell them what I want, but they're not giving it to me. So I get it elsewhere, and it's emotional and it's not physical. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like I'm cheating in the sense because I'm letting somebody else give me what I want, and it's not for my partner, you know, and I feel a certain way. I feel really good about it because I'm like, oh my gosh, like that just made my day. And it's not from my mate. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with that. You have to have that conversation. You have to have that bond and that understanding with your partner. So you guys can be on the same page.
So I got
Darrell.
Huh? What? No. Oh no, I got to ask. So when
I was watching your face. Go ahead, man.
Oh, when because and I'm what's today? Oh shit, I'm 45. So it took 45 years for me to understand what the fuck going, like how to function in a relationship. And one of the things I've learned and still learning is you may tell your partner what you like and need and all of that stuff, but does your partner truly understand what that looks like? And those are questions and things that a lot of folks don't really get concerned about. Like, oh, I told him, but does he understand? Do they understand? Do they understand what that looks like for you? Because you can say, hey, I need quality time to say TK, and TK, she's like, okay, quality time. She be attached at the hip the whole time. And he's like, damn, you're getting annoying.
Right.
But your quality time is just being in the room. Like you can be like, if you're a gamer, you in a game, you playing your game, but your significant other sitting in the room with you, and you're in bliss. Right. Because you got your game and you got your significant other. But your significant other head, he thinking, damn, I need to be up under you all the whole time. So then it's a disconnect. So when we talk about these things, do we actually make sure that they understand what we're talking about?
And that goes back to that love language, knowing and understanding the love language.
Right.
Because that could be that can go both ways for me depending on what I need at the moment. Yeah, that spending time factor, it may be cuddling, watching a movie, or like you said, it may be us just being in the same place, just you being there that I can reach out and do like this.
Right.
Or we cracking jokes, playing the game, cooking. something along those lines. So it definitely needs to be verified, and be verified at the time of what it is, at what your need is, because your need may be, you need them hugs on Monday, and on Thursday you just don't want them hugs, and you like, just be right there, like just be right there.
But I mean, but you're saying specifics, and it's like I don't. Duriel, it's funny you said 45 years. Like I'm 48, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been married 22 years, and it's only been the last 3 that have really been awesome. Those other years were not so, because there was that, we call it a disconnect. Now, don't get it twisted. We're not Ike and Tina Turner. We're not fighting each other. We're not anything like that.
Eat cake, anime. Goddamn, you gonna eat this motherfucking cake.
Eat this cake, right? Eat that cake. It hasn't been like that, but it hasn't been what it is now. So I'll give you an example. You talk about specifics, right? So my love language is physical touch. Tiffany's love language is quality time. This is what she told me. She said, Neil, I need you to look me dead in my eyeball, give me undivided attention. That would mean, and then we need to talk about the things that I want to talk about. That to her is quality time. If I come home and I looking her dead in the eyeball and I'm telling her how my day at work went, that ain't quality time to her.
Right.
Though I've talked my head off and I've said all this stuff. Neil, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. And so she's very specific, like that is quality time for her. So, however your need is met. Like for me, my love language is physical touch. I told Tiffany straight up, when I come home, I'd like to be greeted with a hug and a kiss. At nighttime, if possible, when we're in the bed, if you're not too tired, I'd like you to rub my Johnson on a regular basis. I said that. I just, I'm being very specific. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's there. Yeah.
I mean, but we grown, right?
Right.
That's your wife. You can tell that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's your wife. So y'all married. There ain't nothing off the table when you're married.
Right.
Well, no. So, but I was very specific. Now, I knew another couple, right? I literally know another couple. The wife's love language was gifts, and the husband's love language was acts of service. And he would not do that. So she started getting gifts from other dudes, which, in my opinion, is cheating. Because she was accepting these gifts. She was accepting these gifts.
I'm agreeing with
you. She was loving those gifts.
It is.
Yeah.
Because,
but he wasn't meeting that need.
But here's the thing why I say it's cheating. Because she had to do something to let them dudes know that that's her love language. She had to either tell them. She either had to tell them. All of that. She had to tell them. Right.
Lose the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she's getting these gifts, and it wasn't expensive gifts. It was, a rose here and there. He would go out. He'd get lunch from the
rose. Rose.
Hell of a gift.
That is a gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
Y'all two for the price of one need.
Hey, if it was that rose, man.
Oh man.
It'd have been some low singing and flower bringing.
Why you just took joy to death? Hey. I can't even say pain. Like you just
like I said.
Joy to pleasure.
Okay, so real honest, transparent moment right now.
Uh-oh.
No bullshit. And even people in the comments. Real shit off the rip. Who has cheated ever in life in a relationship? Damn, you put that out there like the after a Viagra moment. You more than fight the power. Okay,
Cialis.
So
not the Cialis.
Yes. So DW, why did you cheat?
The shit, just the same reason everybody been saying. I was missing something. Well, the first time I ever cheated in my entire life was I was in high school, and this was like a coincidence. Like, you know how you had? I know I took it way back.
That don't count.
She said that don't count.
That don't count. So what you talking about? Okay. Are you talking about in what?
Adulthood, like 20s, 30s.
Okay.
When you know better and supposed to do better.
Right.
Again, I always knew better. I always knew better. But again, it goes back to what we said. If my needs weren't getting met at the time. Okay, so transparent moment. My son's mother, we was married. We was doing we had a rough time because it was my transition from being a athlete to being an adult. So I went from basically being the shit to now I got the shovel shit, felt pretty much. So dealing with that, and granted, I always had work ethic. I always had this, and so it was just simple shit I would ask for from her, and I was like, if I'm at work all day and you not doing nothing, I mean, can I at least come home to a meal? Not me coming home having to cook, not me coming home going to get something to eat. Shit, just simple shit like that. Then it went to I was working for the city at one point. Then that wasn't making it. So then I got another job working at Best Buy. That kind of balanced us out. And I'm just like, I don't like being just living paycheck to paycheck. So long story short, I ended up being a bouncer at a club. And I was good at my job. Like, no, not a strip club. No, it wasn't a strip club.
What kind of club? A club is gonna be hoes. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It was a real club.
Club showing up.
And so it went from her complaining about not having enough money, and then she started complaining about me being gone all the time. I said, well, you don't want to work. Somebody got to bring home the bacon. Somebody got to do stuff. And it just kept going, kept escalating. And I was just like, I just want peace. That's all I motherfucking want. I say, I'm fighting at work. I'm fighting at one job, metaphorically. Working, busting my ass at another job, metaphorically, and literally fighting at another job, being a bouncer. I said, I just want to come home, peace. I don't even ask much. You ain't gotta fuck me. Just sit right there. That's it. Just give me something. Just give me some type of something to say, hey, this is why you doing it. This is the reason why you doing it. Me and your son is the reason why you doing it. I couldn't even get that. So, and like y'all said, hoes at the club. And here's the thing, I always say this, and my research has shown that when a motherfucker is not doing good in a relationship, everybody knows. It's and like y'all say, them hoes, male or female, they smell it. It's like blood in the water. And I'm at the club, and
what is she doing?
I was looking for something.
Oh, and things just started.
All I see was titties in the screen.
Yeah, they gonna be in the screen.
That's always. I mean, she could lay down and the bitch would be in the screen, but so, and it's just like it just kept escalating. You know, just like, and I'm trying to be good. I was literally fighting. Like, no, I'm married. I'm happy. And the thing that pushed me over the edge was she came to the club one night, and like everybody knows, anybody that you in a relationship with, whether you married, dating, fucking, they get in free and get the drink free.
Right.
This motherfucker, and excuse my French, this lady brought her entire family. They drunk up about $600 worth of liquor.
Oh shit, my bad.
And that shit came out my check. Well, half of it came out. The rest, the bartenders were cool. They were like, "Man, don't even worry about it. We got you." But I had to pay for the bottles that they drank. And her response when I told her that was,
"Wow,
you work though. I should be able to do what I want." Got it.
Wow.
Got it. And after that,
did she pay you in coochie coupons after?
No. Oh, trust me. I got my coochie coupons from somebody else. Trust me. I got on I cashed all them motherfuckers. I was like, because at that point I was just like, nah.
He said he cashed in. He cashed in.
I guess I should have asked how many times did you cheat in a relationship, because you just added a whole nother body to it. Oh Lord.
And and you know what? And the funny thing is, it was only one person I was smashing, but like everybody else was giving gifts. Like when my son was born, and that's the crazy part. Like when my son was born, I started feeling guilty because women that knew me and just knew of me, well, not knew.
Question.
Like
Question.
What?
Did you do it in a DNA test? Is it really your son?
Oh, that's my son. You can look at him and tell that's my motherfucking child.
I can't stand me.
I'm making sure because I know.
Real talk.
I know what I did. In like Florida, in the state of Florida, they was like, look, if you're married and you have a kid with somebody else, that your husband is automatically
responsible. Yeah.
Responsible. And I was like, it was not him. That was like, no, but he's automatic. I said, it's not him. I promise you, it's not him. It's not him.
Nah, you could look at the boy and tell he mine. Two, we even did a DNA test because like, I'm trying to put this nicely.
I say 3. He eat like you too, so.
Yeah, true. I'm trying to put it nicely. When you surround yourself with a bunch of ignorant people, they make you do ignorant things.
Right.
So, because I was cheating, they told her she needed to get a DNA test of make sure the son was hers. And I'm sitting there thinking like,
that means she was cheating too, right?
No, they was trying to make sure it was my child because I was the only one she was fucking with.
Sir, that means she was cheating too. What the fuck? How you want to sit there and say it? No, not that.
I'm telling you. Listen, what was my statement in the beginning?
I heard you said ignorance.
Ignorant people.
Right.
Ignorant people.
Okay. I'm gonna play into what you play into. We're gonna play spades right now. I got 4 in the possible.
Okay. All right. Well, if she was, then shit, I know it's mine still.
Okay.
So.
But, I cheated. I was getting enough dick.
Huh?
I cheated because I was not getting enough dick.
Oh.
I like to have sex a lot. I think I have an issue with it. I might be a Tiger Woods or whatever, but I like sex a lot. I'm single right now. I've been single for the last couple of years. I want somebody that wants me, but I want to have it all the time. And that's an issue. And because that's an issue, I have a problem. And
how is it?
I tell people right off the rip, like, yo, if you're gonna fuck with me, you gotta fuck with me all the way. Because if you're not going to, I'm gonna get it somewhere else. And I'm straightforward. I don't care if it's women, men, whatever. I don't give a damn. Like, I want what I want when I want it. And I'm very specific, like, hey, I want it now. When I wake up, I want to suck some dick. And when I wake up, I might want to eat some pussy. But, whatever. But at the same time, I want what I want. And I want to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not getting what I want, then I'm going to get it somewhere else. That's it. Period. And if somebody else is going to give it to, if I can make a call and have somebody come through, or if I can make a call and have somebody stay the night and be there in the morning, I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do, and that's just it. And if you're not willing to do that, or you can't stand up to those needs, then you're gonna get cheated on. And I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, I had sex with somebody else because you was not available.
Wow.
Well,
if I'm married, it's different. I will be very specific and let you know you married a freak, and I'm gonna let you know what I want, because you're gonna know that in the dating period. But if we just dating, I'm gonna date. That's it.
That's another conversation, because some people feel if you're dating and you dating multiple people, that's cheating. But
so I'm gonna pull that message back from the dating episode that we had on what a relationship gumbo said. That's why that needs to be defined. When you decide to be with the person, needs to be defined that, hey, this is what we doing. I'm not sleeping with this person. You not sleeping with nobody else. It's us.
But how many people do that?
But that's the point. That's why we had the episode of Back to the Basics, learning how to date, because that is often a issue. People don't discuss that. Some people just fall into relationships. That stuff doesn't get discussed, and then when somebody does cheat or whatever else, you're looking like, hey man, but we together. Well, like that stuff has to be defined. We got to say, hey, it's me and you, not me, you, her, not what's that? You, he.
Me and you, your mama, and your cousin too.
Yeah, it's not.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely
all the
right.
Texas.
I can say that. I can say that honestly because there's a dude that I really, really like, and of course he likes my head game. You know, I'm the best. But anyways, my thing is he wants to sit there and he wants to be free, but he wants me, and I'm like, look, I'm not gonna be doing this with you, and then you going somewhere else and doing something with somebody else. Like, I'm not gonna keep doing this game with you. And we have these conversations, and like we talk about it. And I'm like, look, if you want me and you want to lock me down, you don't have to marry me for that. You just give me what I want when I want it, and then we're good, and we're gonna be on the same page. If you're not giving me what I want when I want it, and you're still going out there trying to seek something else, then I'm gonna seek something else too, and then we're not in a relationship. And it has to be understanding.
So
if you don't want to, like the guy be like, I don't want you out there doing that with nobody else. You don't want that, but then you want to still see other females. So you have to pick and choose what you want.
So let me ask you this then. Okay, so is there a thing as like being given a pass in a situation like that?
Whew, I was gonna go there too. There you go.
You said, is there a pass?
Yeah.
If we're not together, as far as a unity, as far as a relationship, as they say, there's no pass that's needed. You do you, I'm gonna do me. If we're in a relationship, there's no need for a pass. I'm gonna give you everything that you want. You want your gooch licked, you want your balls sucked, you want your whatever, then that's gonna happen, and I'm gonna do whatever you want. And you don't have to go nowhere else unless I include somebody else or we talk about including somebody else. Other than that, there's no reason to go outside of our relationship. However, there's no need to have a pass because I'm giving you everything that you want. If we're not in a relationship, you do you, I'm gonna do me. There's no reason for a pass.
What?
So I'm gonna ask the question I'm not supposed to ask. Like, so you're saying you give him everything that he wants? I mean, you done already said that you go down this flavor. So if he wants another chick in a relationship, you good with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you gonna let him pick the chick, right?
Nope. Pause. Speed bump.
My only reason of them picking the chick is because you're not gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure they get tested. I'm gonna make sure, they're around us, so we know each other, and it's not just it could be the jump off, but I don't do like rare shit. Like, I don't want to sit there and have sex with somebody random and then you come home and you have AIDS. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Dudes, y'all don't like that. Y'all be like, oh, yo, she bad as hell. I'm like, yeah, she is bad as hell. Oh, she got a nice ass. She does have a nice ass. She got some pretty tits. She does have pretty tits. Oh, I want to fuck her. Let's get her tested. That y'all don't think that through. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the pause comes in. So as far as the picking a person, you generalizing. I'm just the picking a person is fine as long as we go through the process. There's a process. If you don't want to go through the process, then there's a problem.
Did you just say she was terrorizing her because she wants the chick to be tested?
No, I said she's generalizing.
Oh, okay. I was like,
she's generalizing about every guy that doesn't think this way. Well, I'm just that's a very general statement, but I understand that may be your experience.
Yeah, because most guys don't think that far.
You know, we about to change the whole subject matter. This
True.
Keep
let's
generalizing
hit
about
these
dudes.
Let's hit these comments. And Boss Lady had just hit back and said this. So this was about 40 minutes ago because we got deep in conversation. But Rodney had asked the question of, can you really meet all of your person's needs? Because at the end of the day, you can do all for your partner and they can still go out and cheat, which is a big.
That's a habitual cheater then. That's
right.
That's it. But see, here's my thing when it comes to that, and this is the part that pisses me off about media, social media, all that shit. They will focus on that 5% of men or people in a relationship and make that a generalized statement. 5% of people cheat. Oh, all men cheat. That's a habitual cheater. Ain't shit you can do. That motherfucker could be getting it from 12 midnight to 12 midnight and they still gonna cheat. It don't matter. That's just in their blood. That's just in their blood.
Yeah, so, it's so funny you said it's in the blood, because when I cheated, I told my ex-husband, I was like, you know, my father has 12 kids. I think it's in my blood to cheat.
Cool shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's a whole nother conversation.
I'm saying you said it was in the blood. I'm saying
yeah. I was about to say we need to put you on the couch and not the one with the stirrups either. But yeah, that's it. Just in their blood. Now that the folks that said you're doing everything, it goes back to you may think that you're doing everything that you're supposed to. If you're not understanding, or if y'all don't have that understanding, you can say I did everything you wanted me to, and you still not getting the picture. It's still not how they want it.
Right.
Everybody has specific reasons, specific ways of how they want stuff presented.
Yeah, but you know what though? I don't know who the brother was that asked the question about, can you really meet all your spouse's needs? The answer is no, you can't. You know, like there's needs that I have that Tiffany just can't meet. Like for example, like I have a need for toys. Not sex toys, by the way, Boss Lady, because I know how your mind.
Because I was definitely.
I was like this. I said,
hey, I'm about to say they all perked up. Like, okay, what you talking about now? What you talking about now?
No, so I purchased I actually have a motorized skateboard that I ride because it's like it's a toy, like it's my alone time. Tiffany can't meet that, you know what I'm saying? You know? Oh, that's real, bro. Hey, call me nerd, whatever. Look, why you
No, I was thinking like you man, you probably like one of them circus bells on a goddamn skateboard riding down the street. Hey, oh my god, because hey, I know you, bro, and I was just like, I can see you just sitting there, smile from ear to ear, just riding down the street.
No. Bruh, it's the best time ever, man. I ain't gonna lie, I love that joint, but Tiffany can't meet that need. You know what I'm saying? She can't meet my need, and like my wife, she couldn't, like we had the discussion about me purchasing and all that, but she could not meet that need. You know what I'm saying? So the answer is no, you can't meet every need. But then the other piece is like, you talk about your pops. Like my father cheated, man. He cheated every year of his doggone life. I mean, I'll tell you how bad my father is. I mean, Boss Lady, you might feel had the same joint. I got 3 sisters that are the same age, and they're not triplets.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2
older like
weeks apart. And they fight about who's the oldest. I'm like, bitch, she was born first. Like, she's the oldest. Y'all 2 weeks apart.
Yeah. But it's like, so my father was out there. But now the question is, what need was my father not getting met? To be honest with you, I don't think my father had a need he wasn't getting met. I think my father just wanted to cheat. He wanted to just feel another woman's vagina that wasn't his wife.
No, I don't think it was the cheating portion. I don't think it was that he wanted to cheat. I think that he just liked sex. I think that he wanted sex and he liked sex. So like my dad said, he was like, you know, when he told me straight up, he was like, look, people had addictions. You know, when I was in school, people was addicted to like pills and, different drugs and whatever. He was like, I was addicted to pussy. And he was like, that was my thing. And I wanted to get as much as I could get. And I didn't care where I got it from. I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't matter if he had a girlfriend or a wife or a baby already or whatever. He just wanted more and more and more. And I think that's where I get my problem from, because I be having that issue. Like, it is what it is. But yo, I understand it though. And so I get it. When he told me that, I was like, that's why you have so many kids.
That's why who has so many kids?
My father. I only have one kid, and I can't have no more. If I did, I probably have like 20, but and probably like 10 different guys. But you know, that's not the point. The point is, he liked to have a lot of sex.
Yeah, and you know what? And this,
we just said the exact same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you were saying that, oh well, it was an issue. It's not an issue. It's just that that's what they like. I'm
gonna tell you something, and this is where you and I probably will never see eye to eye. Okay. If you're in a committed relationship, you committed to that one person, and you can't commit to that one person without being honest and say, I cannot commit to you, but then you put yourself out there. That's nah. That's just
so you're not committed. You're not committed from the beginning, then.
And that's what I'm saying. So why put yourself in a place where you're going to commit when you're not going to do that?
That's the thing. So the thing is, you're not committing. You're you're substituting. So I told my father the same thing. I say, you're sitting there getting into these relationships with all these women and giving them the D, and that's fine. But at the same time, you're not committing to them because you're still wanting to do more than just them. So you're not committing. They're committing. Oh, I'm going to give you my pussy and nobody else. That's fine. That's what they say. But you're not saying the same thing. In your head, you're like, yo, I'm about to be out here in these streets. And that's it. And it's not a bad thing to share the love as long as everybody's on the same page. But when you sit there and you say you're committed to that one person, are you really committed to that one person? Because like you said, it goes into like emotions. You know, people at work that does stuff for you that your spouse or your girlfriend or husband don't do. It goes into a whole nother situation. So are you really committed? Are you really committed? You're not. Nobody's committed.
Okay. So let me be the rare phoenix or the rare unicorn of anybody you've ever met, but I have never cheated on my wife. And okay. I have been committed to her since day zero.
You like Pornhub? Yeah, okay. Not because you're not committed. Okay. Next topic.
You said, do I like Pornhub?
So is that cheating?
No, I don't like Pornhub. I don't like Pornhub.
He like X videos. He like X videos.
What hub do you like?
No, he like asswalker.com.
Next topic. Hey. Next topic.
Baby.
So there's a lyric.
Is that cheating?
So wait a minute, hold on, Dariel. There's a lyric by Jamie Foxx, and we live by this lyric. I say to Tiffany, instead of going to dinner and a movie, why not be my dinner and let's make a movie?
Okay.
And that's the way she and I live. So no, I don't do Pornhub. I don't do whatever else. I don't do that. I'm telling you, if you want to call me a unicorn, you can, but I'm committed to my wife, man. That's just how it is. Like I refuse to be out there and not do and not be committed to her. I just can't do it.
Let's give him a round of applause, guys.
Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm giving you a round of applause.
You need a shirt that said, "This black man don't cheat."
Right.
Oh Lord.
So
It is black
okay,
men.
let's go back. Y'all just went over my question. So is watching pornographic material cheating?
No.
I'm going with yes.
I felt like it was.
Mm-mm.
You gotta get stimulated from somebody else. Because that's just like
if you're not watching it, you can make it. So let's
make it okay, but you should be if you're making it with that person that you're with, okay. But if you making it by yourself, or you're getting stimulated, you're going outside of that relationship to seek something else that you're not getting from the relationship, and you get off on it.
No, I like watching 3 women eat pussy. Like that gets me off. I'm not gonna do it in my bedroom, but I'm gonna sit there and watch it while I'm sucking some dick. Like that's not gonna be a bad thing for me.
So wait. So okay, let's talk about that. Let's discuss that then.
It's not to me. That's not cheating.
Okay. So because it's a fantasy. Because it's people that think that's cheating.
I've been there and done that. So it's not a fantasy. It's just like I like what I like.
Yeah.
So okay.
I mean,
so the question was. So the question was: is watching Pornhub cheating? Is that what the question was?
Yeah, that's the question. No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cheating.
Oh.
Watching any kind of porn is it cheating?
No, I don't think it is. Like I'll sit there and watch, gay porn and watch like a dude doing rim job, like licking an asshole or whatever. That doesn't make the person, like if I'm with somebody, they be like, oh, that's gay as fuck. Like I don't want to watch that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm about to do that to you. Like you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna like what I'm about to do. And that's
you're a bully.
It's not gay. You're gonna like it.
You sound like you've been in jail before. You're like, God damn it, this is what's gonna happen. Bitch, hey, shut the fuck up and toot it up.
You said you've been in jail before. I have to
you shut the fuck up and toot it up.
Yeah, I do. It sounds like she's gonna just
hey, what they say on Boondocks, I like you, and we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
No, I have been to jail before, but it was only like less than 24 hours. But however, no,
oh, Lord.
I like what I like, and I do what I do, and I'm very open. Like I tell people, I told TK, like I was like, look, I rock with her because I told her, I said, look, I'm an open book. You can ask me whatever question you want to ask me. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't give a damn. Like I'm gonna share my life stories. However, I don't care who likes it or don't like it. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? So if I get with somebody, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, you like your dick sucked? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Can I eat your ass? Nah, I don't do that gay shit. I'm like, it's not gay. I'm a female. I just wanna, lick your ass a little bit.
And the next thing
I guess. And then I do it. And then I'm licking it.
And then the next thing you know, you're gonna be trying to put on a strap on talking about, hey.
No, listen. So I'll lick their ass. And then guess what happens after that? Then I put a finger in there or two. And then they be like, I'll be like, oh yeah, but I'm still jacking their dick. And then I'm still doing what I'm doing. But guess what? They liking that shit. And I'll be like,
and she gonna be walking around with a plastic dick on talking about at my turn.
Hey, it is what it is.
Let me just say, I said that I've never cheated on. I said I've never cheated on my wife in my life. Being on this podcast, I have cheated on my wife. God damn it!
Look,
this conversation,
damn thing to do with that. Look.
Y'all got me all
crazy.
the way messed. I'm just like, you know what?
So let's get back to I'm tripping off the passes. Like I hear that a lot. Oh, I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass. And it's interesting because I had a friend that did that. Said I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm gonna give him a pass. And I'm just like, so why y'all together? If you're gonna give him a pass, like, please somebody explain a pass to me.
My son's father, his wife gave him a pass, and guess where he went?
To you? So he basically gave her a pass. She gave him a pass to cheat, and he came to you to cheat. So
okay, so let me break it down real quick because they might watch this podcast. Hello, Christopher. But no,
I cannot.
My thing is this. So he was married. I was married when we had our son. We didn't have our son together while we was married because we never was married together. However, he was married. I was married. We had a kid. They got divorced. He got remarried to a second person, and she was great, and she tasted good too. But he didn't know that. So that happened. They got divorced, and then he's on his third wife now, and she was like, "Yeah, he can get a pass, and she can get a pass once a year. He can go out of town and do whatever he wants to with whomever he wants to. He does that, but then he comes back home, and before he comes back home off of his vacation, he comes over here, and he still gets beat down, sucked down, dried out, whatever. And that's just that. And it is what it is. I don't feel bad about it. He told me she knew what she signed up for, because she knew that he was a hoe from the beginning. Like, she knew, because she started dealing with him while he was still married, just like I dealt with him when he was still married. So she knew what she was signing up for. He was like, "Yo, she already know what time it is." And he promised her he wasn't gonna make no more kids. I can't have no more kids. That means we gonna still be fucking, but we not having no kids. So yeah, like, she already know what the time it is, and it is what it is.
So let me ask y'all. Let me say this. So let me ask you this then. So what's the difference between that and swinging then?
Swinging? There's not really too much of a difference.
Or polygamy.
No,
like, because it's all the same thing.
It's not much of a difference. It's just about people having an agreement. If people understand what it is and they agree to it, then that's what it is. If they don't, then that's what it is too. It's just about accepting and not accepting. She's gonna say, "Oh, my husband don't cheat. Oh, my husband don't do that." But yeah, your husband's fucking his baby mama, and I'm not no baby mama. I'm his son's mom. It is what it is.
Hello. That clarification. There's a difference. Just like to put that disclaimer out there. I don't like neither one of my baby daddies even. No. Hard pass. Hard pass.
It is what it is.
Okay, somebody said in the comments, porn will make you have unrealistic wants and requirements and potentially lead to cheating and make the other bad choices if your mind is weak.
Agreed.
I was Alex the man.
I guess if you're weak-minded, yeah.
Yep.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree too, but you have to be really weak-minded. Like,
there are some weak-minded people. We got to be honest. We got strong.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I said I agree to that.
But I disagree with both of them, and this is why I say I disagree with both of them. You gonna fuck the way you gonna fuck. Period. Porn is not gonna do anything. Porn is not gonna put anything that's in your mind that's already there.
Right.
Because you gotta actually look for porn to figure out like what idea you want from porn. Like, for me, I like big booties. I'm gonna go specifically and look for fat ass, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Period. So that means I already know in my head what I want. So if somebody look up something and happens to cheat, that shit was already in their mind. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like my son. He went to Google one time and he was like, Google shares everything with all the, phones and stuff. And he was doing something cool and he was like, every time I put in P, Pornhub comes up. What is Pornhub? Hey, baby, just go past that. Go past that. But at the same time, he clicked on it one time. And when he clicked on it, he was like, "Mommy, you like girls?" I said, "Baby, I like everything." don't knock me. He was like, oh, I was just asking because, you know, I clicked P and then it came Pornhub and I clicked on that. And it was like a bunch of women, you know, eating vaginas because I talked to them proper. Eating vaginas. I was like, yeah.
And you know what? That is this generation. They're more open to that stuff.
I said that puts me to sleep at night. That's
watching what? Watching somebody get their coochie ate and you go to sleep. So that's how. Oh, that's you counting sheep. Got it. Understood now.
Right here. This nut right
Got
here.
it.
Okay, so
One lick. Two licks.
You want to get that last question?
Three licks pussies.
Sir.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
You want to read, since you were reading comments, you want to read that comment?
Which one?
At 9:17.
9:17. I don't have 9:17. Oh, okay. She bringing up something else. Would you go back with the person that cheated on you? Oh. She said, would you bringing up something else? Would you go back with the person that cheated on you after you ended the relationship?
Hell no. So the no.
Hey.
And you know what? That's a good question. That's a good question. And here's why I say it's a good question. And I'm finna piss off a lot of people. I'm finna piss off everybody.
That ain't nothing new.
People, when folks get cheated on, they always want to blame the person who cheated. Everybody always want to blame the person that cheated. But in reality is you gave them that much control over your emotions. Because if you listen to the statements a lot of folks make when they say it, they always say, I trusted you. I trusted you.
So you're not supposed to trust the person you're
I'm not saying you're not supposed to. I'm not saying you're not supposed to. I'm saying you can't get mad at them for them fucking up. You got to get mad at yourself because you allowed yourself to get to that point where if they did something like that, is that detrimental?
What?
So, yeah. How did you get? What's the word I'm trying to say? Okay, I'm gonna just. How did you trust them that much, right? How did they get to that point? You allowed them, right?
Okay.
I'm like, yes or no. It's yes or no. You allowed them.
Yes.
You became more and more vulnerable with that person, right?
Listen,
but
he doesn't
you're
know
supposed to be vulnerable with the person that you're with.
Again, right.
He doesn't want to know that his wife's cheating on him. Let's not do that to him, okay? Not tonight.
What you say?
I'm lost now.
I've been lost. Shit, fuck it. I'm just ill.
What was that? Huh?
So I'm lost, but you, like I said, you gave that person, you allowed yourself to be vulnerable around that person. You did that. You made that choice of like, hey, I'm gonna be vulnerable at 100% with that person. That person broke the trust because you allowed them to. You allowed yourself to be vulnerable. You can't. Only person you can control. Only person you can control in that situation, and that might. And again, that's me thinking. Only person you can control in this situation yourself. So you can't get mad at them for doing what they do.
Technical foul on the play. Hold on.
Thank you.
So
go ahead.
What I just heard you say was that if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're vulnerable with them, and you trust them, and they violate that trust, I should not be mad at them. I should be mad at myself.
Yes.
And I'm mad at myself because what?
You let them get to that point. Period. Like, come on now. Let's call a spade a spade. So So okay. Let me answer this. Answer this. Why are you upset that they cheated? Answer that question. Why are you upset that they cheated?
So I am upset that a person violated a trust that that we built with one another.
Bam! Right there. What you just said.
I trusted them. They trusted.
You trusted them.
Okay, I'm gonna just put it out there, Duriel. And you're telling me I should not have trusted them because what?
No, I'm not saying you should not. I never said you should not trust them. No, I never said you should not trust them.
You said that. I said you might as well have.
Again, I never said that. But at the end of the day, who allowed them to get to that point to hurt you?
You did.
You.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna
not saying wait before everybody go left. I'm not saying don't do it.
You pretty much said that. You did.
I'm not saying don't do it. Nope, that's how you taking it. See, that's another thing about communication. I'm not saying don't do it.
You do it and they cheat on you, it's your fault. But
Not really.
that fault when those are their actions. That's their action.
That's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying.
So no.
That's how they're treating it.
He's not saying the cheating is our fault. He's saying it's our fault for allowing ourselves to be so vested, right? Okay, so watch this, Duriel. I got it. I feel you, bro. I should be upset with myself that I allowed my emotions to be so invested in another person. I understand what you're saying now.
So you're not supposed to trust your wife. You're not supposed to be vulnerable with your wife.
Yeah. So this is what I would say to that. This is what I would say in response to that, Duriel. And I would say that in response to anybody that's on this podcast, okay? Because I saw a comment earlier where someone was like, he's been married 22 years and only 3 have been good. Yeah, like I that was kind of tongue-in-cheek hyperbole because my marriage has always been good. It just hasn't been at the peak at its best. And it is now because here's why. And this is what I would say to anybody on this podcast. Call me whatever you want, but this is the real deal. The most satisfying, emotionally, physically satisfying relationship I've ever had in my life has been with my wife because we are able to be completely open and transparent and honest with each other. And I can put my entire being, I can give to her in her hand, her entire being, she can give to me in my hand, and we trust each other like there, right? Now, if I violate her trust, Tiffany, every ounce of her anger should go towards one person, and that is me, not herself. Because we have committed ourselves to being emotionally invested in each other. And I will tell you right now, anybody on this podcast and everybody here that I'm podcasting with, you have yet to experience the euphoria of true relationship until you have been completely and openly invested in one person on an emotional level like that. If you have never experienced that, then I will tell you, you have not truly had a relationship that's worth it. You haven't.
So let me ask you.
Let me throw the flag at you.
After all the cheating. So, I agree.
So let me ask you this. You said
after what?
All the cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. Neil. What took so long? You've been together 22 years, and you said the last 3. What took so long?
Great question. Oh man, absolutely great question. Here's what took so long, and this is what really took so long. And I'll just speak for myself. Okay, here's what took so long. That I was so prideful that I was not willing to humble myself and recognize the need that I had that came from Tiffany. I was prideful. It was all about me. I was prideful. And when I was able to lay down the pride, when I was able to lay down the fact that it couldn't be done in my way. Like I wanted it my way. When I was able to lay that down and begin a relationship which is symbiotic. See, too many people in a relationship where they're a leech. They're sucking the person dry. And they're having to give and give and give and give. No, my wife and I have symbiosis. We feed each other. We feed off of each other. When she's in need, I'm there for her. When I'm in need, she's there for me. When we're both satisfied, then we feed each other. It took so long because I was prideful and I wasn't willing to humble myself. That was the biggest thing right there. You know, I don't know what you're doing that for because you didn't.
That's what. No, you're saying you're saying everything that I just said. You kept using the I statement.
You just said.
You said the I statement. I did it. I did this. I did that. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're upset because I allowed myself.
Whoa, time out. Ho.
No,
I'm not upset at all. I'm not upset.
No, I'm not saying that you. No, I'm not saying that you're upset. I'm not saying that you're upset, bro. I'm saying when a person is cheated on, they should not be upset at the person that cheated. They should be upset in themselves for allowing that. You know what I'm saying? Because you, like you just said, you were prideful. You held on to all of that stuff. You had to make a decision in your head. Right. So, hey, I'm going to be 100% vulnerable. You didn't say, okay.
I should be mad at myself for that?
That's some...
Okay, maybe mad is not the right word, but it's about understanding yourself. It's not about being mad per se, but it's like as far as like understanding yourself. So if you understand where you've been and you understand where you are, then you have an understanding for self. So it's not necessarily like a bad thing. It's not necessarily it's a negative thing. It's just an understanding for yourself. That's what he's saying.
Thank you.
So I understand totally on both sides. But like I said, if you took this long to get to where you're at, my father told me the same thing. He was like, yo, it took me all of 30 years, because he's 60 now. It took me all of 30 years to understand the concept of being a man. My dad told me that. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. And so when I be talking to these knuckleheads out here left and right, I be looking at them like, motherfucker, you ain't even close to understanding yourself. But I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna rock with you because guess what? You're gonna get to that point where you understand yourself. So it's the understanding. It's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just learning yourself. You can sit there and say you and your wife have been together 20 plus years. That's great. I love it. That's a great union. There's been cheating involved in that with you and her, with other people, because you've given yourself to somebody else in that time, not sexually, emotionally, physically, whatever the case might be. You've done that in those 20 years. So you can't sit there and say honestly that you have not done that as a person.
I've given myself to somebody
because you're human, and that's what happens. You know, and so it does take place. And when it does happen, it doesn't make you irregular. It doesn't make you a less than a man. It doesn't make you not a good husband or a good spouse. It doesn't make you none of those things. You're human. And it happens.
So let me just say this, because I don't know who's gonna watch this podcast. Maybe I recognize my face. This is Neil's opinion. That is a mantra that a lot of people say about everybody has cheated because you've done this or you've been emotionally invested with this person or that person. And real talk, that is a cop-out. I have never cheated on my wife. Never. Like never. Never. And the fact that we can say everybody's done it, it makes you human. This, I feel you, boss lady. I ain't mad at you, but that's garbage to me. No, it does not make you human because you cheated. It makes you a cheater.
I'm not saying it makes you human because you cheated. I'm not saying. I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. But go ahead. Go ahead with your saying. I'm not saying that. It doesn't make you wrong.
It doesn't make you a bad person. Makes you this. No. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If I commit myself to somebody and I break that commitment, I'm a cheater, and that's wrong. There's nothing human about that. I mean, yes, we're not perfect and all. I'm not saying that, but why water down what's wrong? It's wrong. Now, I've done wrong. I have done wrong stuff. I've been a horrible communicator. I've been an invalidator of emotions. I've made major decisions for my family without consulting my wife. I have made major mistakes that were wrong. And for somebody to cheat on a committed relationship is wrong. Plain and simple. I'm not going to water it down because, everybody's done it or, people are people. That's garbage. No, let's get a standard and keep the standard. And the reason why a lot of brothers out here are not as emotionally intelligent or as emotionally mature as they should be is because a lot of our parents are feeding them that same shit. No, right is right. My 25-year-old son knows, if you marry a woman, you better not commit adultery on her, because if you want to commit adultery, don't get married. No, my 5-year-old son, he knows right now I will never cheat on his mama. My daughter, I taught her, don't mess with a nigga that's want to mess with other dudes. That's wrong. So no, I'm not going to be like, blah, blah, blah. No, my kids will be emotionally intelligent enough to know what a relationship is and handle it, because they're not going to do the same shit that I did. It took me that long. Yes. And I had to break the cycle that's in the Moore family lineage of cheating niggas. Every man in my family has cheated on his wife except for one dude, and you looking at him right here. You looking at him.
Generational curse.
So no, I refuse to swallow that, and I pray to God that no one else on here swallows that. Set a standard and keep it. And if somebody cheats on me, Duriel, I'm not going to be mad at myself for trusting them, because that's what relationships are. Relationships are built on wanting to be vulnerable and trust them. And that's where I've gotten the most fulfillment ever. I'm not even this close to my damn mama. No, I'm close to this. This is my wife. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll take a bullet for that chick. I'll do anything for her because I'm emotionally invested in her, and I refuse to cheat on her. Refuse. Yes, my wife had an emotional affair. Yes, it lasted for 3 weeks. Yes, she was very apologetic, and yes, I forgave her. And she knows it was wrong. And she's certainly not angry with herself. I mean, she's certainly not angry at me or whatever. She knows that she was wrong. I'm sorry. Soapbox move. I'm done. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so nice.
All right. What's up? Amen, Jesus. Yeah. Rodney said, so you're not supposed to be emotionally open and trust your wife. Lord have mercy.
Did I say that? You know what? You're right.
I'll just say, if that wasn't what you were saying,
that's not what I said. I didn't say you was not supposed to.
Trade.
That's what I'm like. You know what?
True.
Got it. I understand.
Real men do hold themselves accountable, Rodney. I
understand.
Yeah, Rodney said that's what's wrong with society today. Cheating has become so what Rodney said. Yeah, he said cheating has become so accustomed that when someone hears that someone actually abided by their vows, they look crazy.
And that goes on that statement. That goes back to what I said about the media. This shit is getting pushed. The narrative is getting fucking pushed. Like, yeah. And like I said, it's a 5%. It's a smaller number that's getting magnified versus the ones that don't. Period. Like, but anyway.
Okay, Rodney said, grown man talk, preach, Neil. He just told me I need to read all his comments. And don't be sorry, bro. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Whew. All righty.
But Rodney said something on here. He said he said real men hold themselves accountable. I'm gonna tell you something even better. Real men allow other men to hold them accountable. And that's another issue that we could talk about, because a lot of cheating happens because a lot of men will refuse to allow others to hold them accountable. So for me, I have people who I look to hold me accountable. They ask me the hard questions. Hey, Neil, how you doing? Hey, Neil, when's the last time you looked at porn on your phone? Let me check your phone. Here, bro, you can check it right now. Boom. Allow yourself to be held accountable by other dudes as well. I'm telling you, yeah, it's real manhood is like, you know, we talk about when you talk about cheating, it is not an easy thing to resist that. I mean, I'll be foolish, I'll be lying if I told y'all that I don't look at. I'm an ass dude myself, to be honest, Dariel. But actually, I'm an ass and a titty dude. I like them both to be big. But
facts.
So yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna send you my link after the show. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that is true. All right.
Well, see that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not finna stop. So that, because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you're saying this, you're saying that." I'm not saying that you're not supposed to. You know what? Never mind. I'll let it go. Because
Dariel, in my mind, you're saying this. If somebody shot me, then I'm gonna be mad at myself.
Stop. What was your first statement? What was the first part of that statement?
If somebody
in my mind. No, in my mind.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I just said never mind, because everybody's taking it from their thought, from their point of view, how they're thinking, how they see it. So that's why I said never mind, because, and it just goes like you said, like we continue to talk about in this whole cheating thing, folks that are missing something. Is it being communicated? No, it's not about being communicated. Is it being understood? That's the thing. That's where I'm just like, okay, it'll hit you later, and I promise you it will. It'll hit you later. What I was talking about. Because I guarantee you, everybody on this podcast has said this statement. Fuck, why did I let myself do that? I guarantee you. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about not being, I never said you're not going to be angry at them. I'm saying you have to hold yourself accountable. Like, because I guarantee you, if they're a habitual cheater, got it. Understood. If it's something that if they're cheating because of something they're lacking, I promise you, they have given you signs. I promise you, of you, or if they cheated on you, I promise you, they understood what you needed and what you were trying to provide for them.
Can I interject real quick? So as a woman, and as far as cheating goes, like when I'm committed, I'm committed. Like I won't go outside the relationship in a relationship. And people were like, "Oh, how can you say that when you invite, other people into the relationship?" If I'm committed, I'm committed. If I'm gonna introduce something, I'll talk about it first, because I don't want, somebody to step outside the relationship. However, I'm not gonna go out there and be looking for another dude or trying to be with somebody else or anything like that. However, I'm totally committed to that person. If it comes to a point where I feel like I need to step out, to me, I don't consider it cheating. I'm gonna let you know right up front. Like, I'm not getting satisfied. I'm not getting what I need from you. I'm not being pleased. I'm gonna let you know. As a woman, I'm gonna let you know right up front. And then if you don't correct it, or if you don't satisfy my needs or my wants in a relationship, then I'm gonna step out, and I'm gonna let you know. I'm real about my shit. Like, I'm gonna let you know straight up. Like, look, I'm not being satisfied. I'm not getting what I want. You're gonna make me look somewhere else, and it might seem like a fucked up situation or a bad situation or whatever, but I'm being straightforward and I'm being honest with who I'm with, whoever I'm with at that time. And they have to understand, like, no, I don't have a problem with that either. When you're married,
why not break up with him before you cheat?
When you're married before you step out? Breakup. So what?
So why not break up with them before you step out?
It's not, when you're married, it's not a breakup. It's, you know, it's not like a boyfriend girlfriend type shit.
Yeah.
When you're married, it's not a breakup. It's like, yo, it's a conversation that has to be had. And I'm talking to you about it, and then I'm letting you know what it is. And then if you're not correcting the situation, then I'm gonna let you know what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, I'm a woman about my shit. I'm gonna let you know, like, look, you're not doing what I need you to do. And I'm gonna let you know that straight up. If you're not doing it and then you continue to not do it, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna let you know that, because I'm a woman about my shit. It's not about breaking up because you're married. If you're in, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend status or whatever, okay, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna let you know too. I'm gonna be straight up with you, like, hey, I'm not being pleased like I need to be pleased. I need dick 3 or 4 times a day. I need you to have the remote and control my panties and make me skeet like 3 or 4 times. I need you to do that for me because I need that. If I'm not getting that, I'm going to get it somewhere else. And I'm going to let you know that straight up front. And if you're not doing what I need you to do, I'm going to get it from somebody else. And I'm going to let you know that too, because I'm a woman about my shit. And if you can't understand that, or you can't accept that, and then you sit there and you still be in a relationship with me, you're gonna know I'm doing something with somebody else, because I'm letting you know right up from the rip, this is what I want. That's it. And it's not a bad thing. I'm being upfront and I'm telling you, like, this is what I want. This is what I want. And then you tell me what you want in a relationship, as far as sexual, spiritual, whatever it is you want. You tell me what you want, and I'm gonna give it to you. But I'm telling you what I want. If you're not giving it to me, I'm gonna get it from somewhere else. That's it. And it's not a bad thing. It's a conversation, and it's a communication that has to be had, and it's understood on all parts. So you could be married like 10 years, 12 years, 20 years, whatever. That person totally happy with or successfully in a relationship with, they probably happy with somebody else. Honestly. That's just what it is.
Just FYI, as you can see, Neil keeps having issues. He just
no problem. You want to, Nika Pinks, you want to read the comment from Rodney? The question.
Let me see where we at on here.
It said
okay, I think I found 946. Okay, so question for Boss Lady. Would it be okay for the man to do the same thing to you? Second part is, if you are not meeting his needs and don't correct it.
The first question is the same, not doing the same thing to, I'm not understanding that first part. I'm sorry.
So, like, everything you just said, like, if your man came to you like, hey, you're not meeting my needs for whatever reason, well, would it be okay for him to be like, step out, or say you're gonna go find somewhere else?
Honestly, I mean, truthfully, I would understand if he did.
Nah, we want you to lie. We want you to tell a lie.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, no. If he came to me and told me, like, you know, boss, like, you're not doing what I need you to do, I'm gonna correct myself, because I'm gonna do what you want. So I think communication is a really big part when a relationship, in a relationship, and it's important, because if you're not telling that person exactly what you want, or if you're not telling them, or you're not communicating to them stuff that you like, It might be the freakiest, nastiest, dirtiest, whatever. You have to communicate that to your partner. So for me, if they came to me and told me something that I was not doing for them, then I would do what the fuck they want. Oh, you know, this person really turned me on. I was watching porn the other day and you know, they was sucking the hell out their toes, and I really would like you to do that. I'm gonna be sucking some fucking toes. I'm gonna do what my partner wants because that's my partner. So I don't want them to have to step out and do something with somebody else because I'm gonna do what the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, the second portion of it is, for me, there's no limits. So if I'm with somebody and I'm in a relationship, there's actually no limits to what comes to our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, unless you include animals, you put animals in, yeah, I'm out. But as far as me and him and her and him, all that shit, I'm good with it. But if you want to do some off the wall type shit.
What about R. Kelly? I want a piece on you too.
Hey,
drip. On you.
If that's his thing, that's his thing. And that'll be our bedroom secret, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I wouldn't put that out there, you know. Hey, I mean, you know, you do. My mom told me, and I wish she was on here tonight. My mom told me when I was younger, she was like, look, if you want to satisfy your man, you do what he wants you to do.
So let me.
And it goes back and forth, though. It goes back and forth. So if you want to satisfy your woman, you do what she wants you to do. And it goes back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, there's no limits when it comes to pleasure or satisfying your partner. There's no limits. So hopefully I answered that question.
Cool business. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get our outros done because we're almost hitting that 2 o'clock, that 2-hour mark. Jesus. So definitely we're gonna go ahead and we go.
Why you grab your chest though? You got pearls on?
Yeah, they're imaginary, but they had to for a minute. I was trying to decide the outro line, like so. Yeah, but I'm gonna
go Nika Pink. She been quiet.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go.
I wasn't ready. And I'm vanilla as fuck because I'm over here mind blown. I'm like, but I don't have nothing for y'all tonight. I don't have nothing.
All right. Okay. Well, Neil.
Yes. Oh, is this my turn to outro?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. So, I guess what I'll say is, I have enjoyed myself in this podcast. Oh my God. Let me tell you, but like, I think that like, one of the, you know, if I can get my Black Panther on, one of the weaknesses of the Black community is that we're not transparent. And like for us to be transparent like this on this podcast is needed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to just, you know, share my heart, you know, share a little bit of what goes on in the Moore household. And that's it. You know, thank you for allowing me to come on to the Chronicles of the Black Sheep. And I hope that I have not I hope I've not said anything that will excommunicate me from another invitation.
Oh, you know, no, never that. Never that.
So appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Most deaf. Boss lady.
Hey, thank you guys for inviting me. I had a good time. I'm open book, as you guys can see. I don't mind talking about anything and everything. I do have a show coming up January 15th. That's my plug. Go to Eventbrite. It's called Slap, Sip, Laugh, and Paint Party. It's a day party and a night party. You guys can go and join that. But make sure you guys add me on Instagram. It's Boss Lady Star, BOSSLADISTAR.
42.
42. Yes. I'm about to be 43 this year. But I'm not going to change it this time. I'm not going to change it. But yeah, that's it. Boss Lady Star 42. Thank you.
Awesome. And before I let DW jump on and give his outro, just a FYI, I will be on Boss Ladies podcast tomorrow.
Yes.
Doing my first podcast interview. So y'all tune in, check out. We've been posting the flyers. I will repost. So tune in, check out too. Definitely another awesome podcaster, which we of course coordinate with. So definitely support. Definitely support your Black podcasters.
Right.
Definitely. As y'all see, we do our best to bring y'all good stuff and to keep it going and to be transparent on on the levels and have these tough conversations. Like everybody said is saying in the comments, like these are conversations that need to be had. We need to have that talk. We need to be transparent. We need to put it out there. So
Absolutely.
These are the conversations we're trying to have. So
Yeah, because I still don't know who you cheated on. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on that.
I ain't a cheater. I'm a lover. I will leave your before I cheat. If I ain't happy, I'll work with you. We can work it out. Have a little talk with Jesus.
Right? You're a Scorpio too, right?
Huh?
You're a Scorpio too, right?
No.
You said your birthday was
Dang.
I'm an awesome Aquarius.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
A big ass fish.
Whatever. I almost said something to you, big Jesus. Yes, but no, I'm an Aquarius. But yeah, I Aquarius are known for their disconnecting skills and their cutoff skills. So I will pack my shit
and be out.
Yeah. So So no, I'm not a cheater. I've been cheated on, but I'm not a cheater.
Okay.
So yeah, I will shoot the deuces. Definitely. So birthday boy. Because yes, today is DW's birthday. Well, by standard, because he is in Korea, it is always already his birthday.
Happy birthday.
So, he
Appreciate
turned
that.
55. So
you want us to sing you happy birthday?
Fuck no.
Make sure
happy birthday.
Make sure
What?
You don't want us to sing to you?
Whoops.
No, y'all go home.
Whatever.
Make sure you post your cash app.
No.
I don't have a cash out. I had a cash out and somebody stole $4,000 from it. So I got yeeted this weekend like for $2,000. So yeah, I understand that. But
yeah, I'm glad y'all said that because my beautician told me the same thing. Somebody done got her too, so I'm gonna delete Cash App because
how do you do that?
Bitch, I'm broke. I ain't got time for nobody still not even.
I just got hit this week. I got hit this week for $2,000.
Yeah, they gonna be mad if they try and kidnap take my Cash App because they gonna get 2 hot cents. So I don't like no.
To you, though.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Yes. You know what I was gonna do for your birthday?
I'm gonna send you some product. Is the wrong P. Product in the mail.
You gonna send some what? I'm lost.
I said product. I said product.
Product in the mail.
Okay. I'm gonna let that go because I'm still lost. But all right.
You gotta go back. You gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah, I really do.
But you know,
yeah, that went way over your head. Alex the man, get on off of here with that Scorpio stuff. And I'm be nice because my dad is a Scorpio, and so, but yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Somebody, Alex the man, is a Scorpio, so I'm gonna leave that at that.
It'd be like
so what did they say about people who are Aries? What did they say?
Ooh, them is the devil.
Those are the ones that get cheated on. Good night. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. That's
Ooh, you did. It was loud.
It was my thought.
Y'all are funny.
That was loud. Yes, it was. That was.
She said she was a stand-up comedian. That was on time. That was genius right there. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, you threw that out there like. You
ain't cheating, but she cheating. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we off now. So like I said, my outro did you get your outro? Or we had your birthday? Oh, because what I was gonna do for your birthday, I just didn't have time because I was busy. I was actually gonna send some Chick-fil-A to Shanika's house, and when you got on, we was gonna eat Chick-fil-A in honor of your birthday.
And I would have cussed y'all completely upside down, left, right, everything else, because I've been fiending for some damn Chick-fil-A for the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
See, see, I would have got off the show just for that. That's just straight disrespectful. Just straight disrespectful. And matter of, they had somebody had a. Oh, I remember. It was Regina's Soul Food. They had supposed to be Chick-fil-A sandwich. That shit was so nasty and chewy.
Chewy?
Yeah, chewy like chewing gum. But anyway, so real quick, damn it. Real quick, my the biggest thing I can say is to each his own. Don't focus on the habitual cheaters. Don't listen to social media. That's part of the issue of the whole black men don't cheat. It's some people, they just cheat because they gotta get it all the time, like was said earlier. But with that, just understand each other and understand what you need and understand what they need, and that everything will be fine. That's the best I think I can say right now.
All right. Well, I ain't got nothing because I ain't gonna lie, I really wasn't ready for this conversation. Apparently, I thought I was, but like hell, I wasn't ready. But like DW said, shoot, do what fits and works for you.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't giving no damn passes. Point blank, damn period. I ain't sharing my toys at all. I don't
Sharing is caring, TK.
Huh?
Sharing is caring.
They lied. Yeah, you yeah, no, I don't like sharing. I didn't like sharing my toys as a kid. You can play with this toy, but you can't play with this toy. Like I didn't. I tried to be nice, but I don't share my toys. What's mine, sacred to me, what's made for me is for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So no, that ain't happening. But like I said, tune in tomorrow to Broadcasting with Boss Lady Star. I will be on there. Next week is going to be, topic is working while black. She said, woo.
I don't think it's a such thing.
Why not? Because don't you work? Oh, okay. Well, that might be.
I just sit at a desk. I babysit.
Because man, working while black, working for black people, being black, working for corporate. I've seen some stories in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
That has been an utter amazement.
I can't wait for that show.
Baby, I've seen some stuff in the last couple of weeks, posts and comments, and I know I've had experiences myself. That's all I can say is woof. So if you're happen to be interested, any watchers, viewers that we haven't been on the episode next week, hit me up or Nika Pinks, DW, let us know. We'll definitely get y'all on, no problem. But yes, that is what the discussion will be next week. We are out for tonight. Enjoy y'all night. Thank y'all for supporting as always. We love and appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend and be safe.
Appointed or chosen for this here time. I don't want what you got, I only want what's mine. This right here is for you that crossed the line. All up in the club screaming, dip, she mighty fine. Walking up to me, trying to cop a feel. Whisper in my ear, talking about your $1 million. Nah, that's cap, you got